Now this is wild. Thousands of crows are literally circling overhead in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv in Israel, right? Now if you read the Bible, you know what it means when a bunch of ravens are flocking or circling around overhead of something. That usually signifies death or judgment. So what's about to happen here? Because if you think about it, the Hormuz had blood rain, and now this. Watch this.
Now, if this ain't prophecy over here, then I don't know what is. All I gotta say is, America, count your days, because this is the ancestors speaking. What more proof do you need that America is falling, y'all? The replica Statue of Liberty just collapsed under some powerful winds in Brazil. It wasn't vandalism, it wasn't terrorism, nobody was pulling down on it, y'all. It was the winds. The winds did it. And for y'all not seeing, this is major news, because symbols matter. Statues don't fall for no reason. The universe is sending a message over here. After careful consideration, can you guys honestly say that America is going to be here within the next few years after you see what's taking place, like with the weather, with the news, the government, Donald Trump and all this type of stuff, all these tariffs, and then the talks of nuclear war, World War III is going on, but the universe is already showing y'all what's happening. You already know that Babylon must fall. We are in Babylon. It must fall.
Shalom. Welcome back to another video. And as always, before I get started, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to you Akim pushing his word and believing his word, as well as you few sincere Akwath who are believing his word. To you all I say Shalom, and may the blessing of election be upon your houses. It's your fellow servant Malachiah from the GMS Orlando camp, back with another lesson. And as always, I pray be edifying to the hopeful elect. All right, it's going to be real quick, straight to the point. All right, but the Lord is speaking, and he's doing so by the way of prophecy and in the signs and wonders that he's performing here in these latter days. All right, we're witnessing the marvelous works of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because this right here is an omen from the Lord. And when you go into the word omen, it means a sign or an event with a spiritual meaning behind it. Okay, now we know that the last omen we saw was when the replica of the Statue of Liberty, it was blown down in Brazil, due to a storm, those strong winds. And what does that remind you of? I'll give you a hint. Jeremiah. Okay, let's go there. Jeremiah 51 and verse 1. Okay, it says, "Thus said the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind." And that destroying wind goes into that destruction that's going to come from the thermonuclear missiles once they hit America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so like I said, the Lord is cold, man. Here it is, the Statue of Liberty blown over by strong winds, man. All right, and then the other video with the eagle eating out of the trash, this is very spiritual as well, man. This is symbolic for the fall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, because the bald eagles are considered elite and dominant among the different fowls of the earth. This is why Esau chose the eagle to be that mascot, because they pride themselves in the same way. Okay, they look at themselves as dominant. They look at themselves as elite. But as you can see, that elite is eating out of the trash, man. As it says in Obadiah, that the Lord will bring these devils down. This is Obadiah 1. All right, this is verse 3. It only has one chapter, but this is Obadiah verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, all right, the SpaceX, Space Force, okay, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. All right, so the Lord is cold with it, man. Hey, the Lord is surgical, and he's speaking loud and clear in the times that we are in, man. But only those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear are going to understand these signs, man. All right, the Lord is directly communicating with the hopeful elect. And we see you, Lord. Like I said, we are witnessing his marvelous works. All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 9. And let's go straight to the point. Verse 5, it says, 2nd Esdras 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Now, how do we know that the end is here? Because of the signs that we see taking place. Prophecy after prophecy, sign after sign, wonder after wonder. Okay? That's why it's important to watch, to be vigilant, to be circumspect, to redeem the time. Okay? 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right, so we're seeing these signs, the blood moons, the rivers turning blood red, even the time being shortened. All right, the Lord got his foot on the neck of Babylon the Great, man, because these plagues and these signs and these prophecies are not slack. All right, prophecy after prophecy, sign after sign. And the scripture says, a wicked generation seeketh for a sign, but they don't got to look no further, man, because the signs are right here. All right, while we in 2nd Esdras, let's go to chapter 15, and let's start at verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Now this goes to prove that America, Babylon the Great, okay, is spiritual Egypt, because it just said right here in verse 11 that the Lord is going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. Now we know, of course, the time of the Egyptian captivity, all right, when the Israelites were in captivity. Okay, we're here now today in Babylon the Great. So why would the Lord smite Egypt again when there's nothing going on over there? There's no Israelites over there. All right, we know that we're scattered all over, but what I'm saying is the majority of the Israelites are over here, man. Okay, the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to be poured out among Babylon the Great. So it goes to show you that this is spiritual Egypt, as it says in Revelation, the 11th chapter as well. All right, Sodom and Egypt. Okay, but verse 11 again from the top. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And we know all the plagues that happened, all the signs and wonders that the Lord performed, okay, in the time of Pharaoh. And the Lord is getting ready to do these same things here in these last days. This is only a portion, okay, of the works that Yahweh Shem Yahushai are about to do before the entire world. All right, this is how the Lord is getting ready to be magnified in the earth again, all right, through his works. It says, as before, and will destroy the land thereof. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. All right, so all of these signs are just a precursor to our deliverance, man. All right, just like how the plagues were a precursor to the deliverance of the Israelites in the time of Egypt, back then in the time of Moses, man. All right. So the signs and the wonders and the pestilences and the plagues, like I said, these are a precursor, man. All right. These are things that are going to be performed before the Lord delivers us out of the land of the north. All right. This is going to be that second Exodus in the same fashion as the first, but magnified to a whole nother level. Okay. And this time it's going to be, chariots, fire. Okay. This is going to be, like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 2, the strangeness of his salvation. Okay. You thought the Red Sea being split, you thought that was something. Okay. This deliverance is going to be talked about forevermore. All right. Now let's go to Baruch chapter 2 in verse 11. And I'll probably end it with this one. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, "And now, O Lord, power of Israel, that has brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and high arm, and with signs, and with wonders, and with great power, and has gotten thyself a name as appeareth this day." Okay, so the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to be restored. The name of Israel is going to be restored, because the whole earth, all right, they're going to find out that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob have done these things, upon the earth for the sake of the Israelites, man. Okay, so we are in very beautiful times, very, very, very beautiful times, man. Okay, prophetic times. So we got to continue to gird our loins up, man. We got to continue to pray, continue to walk circumspectly, man. Okay, continue to be blameless to the best of our ability, because the Lord is showing the fuck out, man. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, just a quick report on what's going on in the world, man. All right, that's the job of a prophet, to see what's going on in the world and to stand upon the watchtower and to blow that trumpet, man, to make the flock aware, all right, so that you can be made ready for the things to come. Okay, but I'm gonna end this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. And the Lord is showing out, man. Shalom, wa, abba, abba.